This is Joey Hester Perez 5 years ago. He was losing weight fast, suffering from severe autism and muscular dystrophy. Joey's doctor told his mother to start planning Joey's funeral.
Instead, she took drastic action, even breaking the law to help save her child's life. Our David Ono is here now with more. David.
Mark, Michelle, this is a fascinating story. We brought you Joey's story 5 years ago, and at the time it seemed shocking. Medical marijuana for children. Well, tonight, a look at how Joey and his mother are doing now and why he has his own strain of marijuana.
Joey now has his own strain, and it's called Joey's strain.
One plant that holds so much promise.
Autism brought me to cannabis.
Miko Hester Perez is sharing the secret that she believes saved her son Joey's life.
Oh, I definitely thought he was going to die.
It was a long road, an agonizing decision Miko made 5 years ago.
42 pounds, he's 9 years old, and, the bones in his chest are very visible.
Diagnosed with autism at just 16 months, Joey's symptoms were severe.
He never smiled, he just yelled, he kicked, he screamed. It was probably the most horrible time in my life, in our life, in our family's life.
By age 9, prescription drugs were taking a toll on Joey. Liver damage, minor seizures, and life-threatening weight loss.
I wasn't ready to put together a funeral.
Miko took Joey off most of his medications, trading them in for this, a marijuana brownie baked with oil derived from the cannabis plant.
He continues to have one brownie a week.
This is the latest batch of Joey's strain there.
Miko worked with the Buds and Roses Collective in Studio City to find the right mix or strain of marijuana.
Joey and I had went through approximately about 14 or 15 strains. He's happy, he's calm, he's no longer on the edge.
Aaron Justice of Buds and Roses says more and more parents of special needs kids are finding hope in marijuana.
Does the child actually smoke it, eat it?
No, yeah, that's a good question. They actually eat it. No kids that we work with smoke it. It's very satisfying, and now we're getting more and more parents to work with.
Kyle Cushman shows us where he grows Joey's strain.
Cannabis is so special that every seed that comes off of a cannabis plant is unique and has a slightly different cannabinoid profile.
Cushman asked us not to reveal the location of this grow site. While legal in California and more than a dozen other states, marijuana is still illegal under federal law.
There really is no real reason in a free society why people shouldn't have access to this plant.
It is really irrational.
UC Irvine neurobiologist Dr. Daniel Pielmelli says research on cannabis is being stifled by strict federal drug laws.
We are subjected to a control that is, quite frankly, a little ridiculous if you think that if I want to buy marijuana, I go to the corner and buy it.
Pielmelli has studied the effects of naturally occurring marijuana-like molecules called endocannabinoids on mice with a genetic mutation that causes autism.
So just by enhancing, by increasing the levels of these marijuana signals in the brain, we were able to revert the entire set of symptoms caused by this mutation.
Pielmelli says anecdotal evidence is growing that marijuana can relieve the symptoms of autism, but
the answer is certainly not to run to the local marijuana dispensary. I think we need to let science do its work. There is a need for more clinical research.
Other experts agree, including Dr. Sharon Levy with the American Academy of Pediatrics.
I think that really the best way to treat these kids would be to develop cannabinoids, or these active molecules, into proper medications the way we do with anything else.
Dr. Levy cautions that exposing young brains to such powerful chemicals can have toxic effects.
Hi, Joey.
Miko says helping other families and pushing for the reform of the drug laws has given her a purpose.
So we need to open the door to the research so we can do this the right way. He may never walk, he may never form a sentence, he may never throw a ball, but he will smile. That's all that I've ever wanted.
Miko says she's advising about a dozen other Southern California families with special needs children, and she's on the board of NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, and perhaps most interestingly, she says she's getting calls from physicians and researchers on a regular basis. So more and more doctors are becoming open to the idea that marijuana could be changed, transformed, and then could treat a number of ailments. A lot more research needs to be done, though.
All right.
Interesting story, David. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.